friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Tarot, and today's pick a card reading is going to be looking at what your person loves about you. So this technically doesn't have to be a romantic partner. It could be a friend, family member, whoever you want, but I am going to be focusing on romantic partners. So if you are doing it for someone else, just kind of remember that that's the filter I'm reading through. But we have 3 piles today, pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Go ahead and pause the video if you need to decide which deck or stone you feel most drawn to, and then go ahead and scroll down to the description below to get into your reading. Hey there, pile 1. If you guys chose the Apparition Tarot deck and the Rose Quartz Heart, this is your reading and this is what your person loves about you. So I already have your oracles shuffled and we're going to shuffle your tarot on camera. So we'll just have this person, okay. This person loves about them. So we have the 4 of Cups coming out. Just pile 1's person. We have the 4 of Wands coming out. 2 4s, very interesting. Okay. Queen of Wands in reverse. What does Wands person love about pile 1? What does Wands person love about pile 1? Page of Wands, okay, wow. And then on the back of the deck, we have the 10 of Wands. Okay. Then I will go ahead and also lay down the oracles if these don't look jumbled as hell. Okay. So we also have Perception. Blue Dragon from the Pleiades, I hope I'm saying that right, prepares you to accept source healing, accept a heart activation, give and receive heart healing. Bully highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you to confront the inner fears that bully you. And Starseed, what lights you up? Wow, okay. So just right off the bat, your person can definitely see how special you are. They have never met anyone like you. I think you constantly blow them away. And one of the things that especially blows them away is how much you have changed the way they see the world. The fact that we have the Perception card here with the green really like kind of focuses on the heart chakra. And I think maybe your way of looking at the world is a lot more loving and supportive than theirs typically is. I feel like you see the beauty in small things and you try to look on the positives of any situation, which, like, not to say that it's like toxic positivity where you're always like, oh, it's okay, but I feel like you try to look for a silver lining. I feel like you've been through a lot and you've kind of just learned, like, look, there's no point in me being upset or getting myself upset about things because, you know, I only have one life. I want to be happy while I can, and I'm not gonna let silly things get me down. I feel like they like how, I want to say ethereal, but maybe just graceful. Kind of, they find you very graceful, very ethereal, very soft, very gentle, and they really appreciate that. I feel like with this 4 of Cups here, I feel like you help them see things that they didn't see before, and I feel like that's important with that Perception card because it's almost like once that 4th cup is there, that extra perspective, it helps them deepen their emotional level. And I feel like you've really helped them become more emotionally in tune with themselves, and they really appreciate that. But one thing they love as well with this 4 of Wands over here is that you guys have a really solid connection together. I feel like you guys just genuinely enjoy being in each other's company. You don't typically argue all the time. I feel like you guys try to have just a very solid and stable connection together. I feel like they find you to be someone very solid and stable, someone that they can rely on, and someone that they know will always be there for them. I feel like they see a future with you. If you're not already with this person, I feel like they could really see themselves getting married to you or having some kind of stable commitment with you, because I do think that they see you as someone very ideal in terms of their future life partner. With this Queen of Wands in reverse, I feel like this is kind of a catch-22. Like, they love this about you, but they also wish you realized this. Pile 1, you really don't see how awesome you are. And I feel like part of that is maybe you don't feel the best about yourself physically or just in general. And I feel like your person wants you to realize that, one, they are so into you on a physical level, or they just find you very physically beautiful if it's not a romantic partner. But they also wish that you had maybe more confidence in what you talked about or the ideas that you have. I feel like there's a lot of potential in here for a really great leader. And I feel like they see that in you, but maybe you don't necessarily see it yourselves, and they're really trying to get you to understand how much power you truly have. What's interesting is that with the Page of Wands upright, I feel like you watching do have an idea that you have something special. You do have that spark, you do have inspiration, you do have passion. But I feel like you haven't fully figured out how to channel it into this Queen of Wands and kind of own it and embody it. No matter what gender you are, this would just be embracing the more feminine aspects of the Queen of Wands rather than the King of Wands. So I feel like it's more being more confident in who you are, being more confident in like your sexuality and how you talk to others, or just like the way that you emote and the way that you just express yourself in the world. I feel like that's their biggest thing, is that they wish that you expressed yourself more authentically. Maybe because you're very worried about what other people think of you. It causes you to kind of filter yourself. And you might filter yourself through your words, through your outfits, the way you style yourself, what you post on social media. I feel like your person sees you as a Queen of Wands upright, but they wish that you saw it as well. I feel like you have something really special to show people, and you have a unique style and a unique way of being you. And I feel like your person really wishes that more people saw that side of you. Of course, they feel very blessed to see that side of you, but I think that they also wished that other people saw that as well, because it is really special. But they also love this passion that you have with this Page of Wands here. I really think that they see you as someone very creative, typically lighthearted, which is really interesting because we have this Ten of Wands on the back of the deck. And I think this Ten of Wands is speaking to how strong you are. I think that your person really sees you as someone who has, one, so much on their plate, but it handles everything with grace. I feel like they see you as someone so humble. And I think when they were first starting to get to know you, they were almost like shook by how much you're able to take on, and how they didn't realize all of these aspects of you. I feel like there's so many different things that you might be involved in or you might be interested in. I feel like you probably have multiple talents, and I feel like maybe you beat yourself up for them. Like, maybe you jump around from activity to activity because like maybe you get discouraged easily if something isn't going your way, like you know, when you picture an artistic project and then it doesn't turn out how you wanted it to, and then you're kind of just like bummed. I feel like your person really wishes that you could see how talented and how gifted you are, and even though you might have those perfectionist tendencies, your person really wishes that you knew that they think that your art is great solely because it's your art. And I say art, but it doesn't have to be art. It can be like maybe you do something for your job, or you are involved in extracurriculars or other organizations. I feel like it's a lot of different things. And I feel like your person feels really special because I think that they are the one that you confide in when you are feeling stressed and you are feeling overwhelmed, because I don't think you let people in very easily. This Bully card here shows me that, one, your person loves how protective you are of them. They love that you are willing to just go at bat for them. It was kind of funny is this little like ridge in this picture. I'll kind of like zoom in on it so you can see. It kind of reminds me of like the ram of like Aries, you know, kind of that like Aries aggression. And we do have a lot of fire here. I feel like they do see you as just someone very passionate, and I think they love how much you just light them up inside, and they wish that you, oh, that's so funny I said that because I didn't even notice the starseed, what lights you up. Yeah, they wish that you could see that you light other people up, and they really want you to go within and figure out what lights you up, because you are so special. The fact that we have starseed and Pleiades really shows to me that you are someone very special and very unique, and you have a special purpose here. I feel like with this accept a heart activation, give and receive heart healing, and the perception card being all about the heart chakra, you really have helped heal this person. Your connection has been very healing for them. They respect the F out of you. I feel like you guys are people who have just been through so much and still manage to be kind and treat everyone well. And you know, you might be hard to get to know initially, like you have walls and you might keep people out, but at the same time, you know, I feel like they found that working hard to break down your walls and truly get to know you is one of the most worthwhile things that they've ever done. Like, I feel like they often imagine, like, what if I hadn't, you know, fully gotten to know them, or didn't pursue this and listen to them when they shut me out. I feel like it like scares them. They're like, I can't even imagine, you know, and I feel like it's kind of funny to them, because in reality you are a big softie, but to the world you really do seem very tough and like not one to mess with. And it's kind of an interesting juxtaposition, because, you know, with the Queen of Wands talking about confidence, but then also Bully being like, oh, like, don't mess with that person. I think it's kind of this mix of like, where some of that bravado, which it doesn't have to be bravado, but it's just this energy of like, don't mess with me, like, you don't want the smoke. And I feel like your person wishes that maybe you would let your walls down a little bit more, because there is so much that is special about you, and you have so much to offer the world. And I feel like you're not fully letting yourself shine because you're afraid of what people might think or what people might say. And your person wants you to realize, who cares? You know, you're so special. I mean, very likely for a lot of you that you are starseeds, and, you know, you're here having an earthly experience, and you have a unique perspective to bring to the table. You have unique and special ideas. Just because they're yours doesn't mean they're bad. And I feel like your person really just wants you to understand how truly special they think you are. And I feel like they really hope that they can help you see that, because you've really helped them become more confident. You've helped them heal a lot, and I feel like they're very grateful for that. It's possible that when you came into their life was very stagnant, maybe very boring, or maybe they weren't sure what direction they were going into. And after meeting you, it was like, oh, like, this is them. Like, I don't want to be anywhere else but near this person. Like, I feel like they just have a very special bond with you, and I feel like they really admire how special you are. And I know I keep saying special, but that is just the biggest thing. They see you as someone so very special, and you just light them up. And I feel like, honestly, like, maybe you don't even realize how you light up a room, and you can just like walk in, and when you have your guard down and you're just living life and enjoying it, that's when they think you're at your most beautiful. And I think that they wish that you would let that guard down a little bit more, so that people could see that beauty too. Because I think if you did let your guard down a little bit more, and allowed yourself to just be more comfortable and feel more free in your environment, and own yourself and your energy a little bit more, and recognize that it's different, I feel like more people will start to see that beauty too. And you would be shocked, like, the difference that can make. And you know, people that maybe typically never opened up to you or talked to you, that might change. Like, you know, people might feel more comfortable to talk to you at work, or people might want to get to know you more, or you might get encouragement to go after a creative project, or even, and I mean, this can even just affect like likability and stuff too. You know, when you have that more open presence, it makes you more approachable. It makes people want to talk to you more. And, you know, if you're introverted and you don't want people to talk to you, I completely understand that. But in terms of like maybe your professional life or something like that, it can be useful. And, you know, I'm an introvert as well, and I know better than anybody, like, I don't want people talking to me during the day. I'm just like, please leave me alone. Like, I just want to just vibe in my own head, which is just its own brand of chaos. But like, I know that by playing the game and just being more open and recognizing what makes people feel comfortable and what makes people feel like they can approach you, likability is never a bad thing, and it can help you out a lot in life. And I'm not saying you're not likable at all. That's not all I'm saying. I just think you're so afraid of not being liked, and your person sees this as well, that you're pushing people out, and it's almost like tragic to them, because they want you to understand that you're supposed to do the opposite. People are supposed to see how awesome you are. They're supposed to see how amazing you are. And I feel like once you see that you do truly have value and gifts to offer here, it'll be a lot easier for you to open up. But yeah, that kind of turned into more of an encouragement thing. I don't know if you guys have been struggling with something that your guides want you to listen to. Sometimes that just happens when the cards come out, but this connection has been very healing for them. They love talking to you. They love talking to you about anything and everything. With all this blue here, I feel like you guys have like a really good style of communication. You guys probably joke around a lot, or just have a lot of fun with each other. They probably think you're really funny, and I feel like they love the fact that you're not afraid to express your emotions to them, and they get to see your emotional highs and lows. I feel like it makes them feel very special, because they know that the outside world doesn't really see that, and they love that you protect them and make them feel safe, and they just want to do the same to you. Like, they want to protect you as well, and they just think you're great. And also, you know, with the intimidating thing, it's possible that people are just naturally intimidated by you, and there's no issues with that. That's on them, not you. But I do feel like they also kind of find that a little bit attractive as well. Like, I feel like they like having someone by their side, or someone that they're in a connection with, that they just like see as very powerful in the world. So let's go ahead and look at your channeled messages. I know I never really like specified what kind of like connection, like union, separation, whatever. So in the channel messages, they might be a little bit different. There could be some that resonate for people in union. There could be some that resonate for people in separation. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. Y'all know the drill. I don't even know why I'm saying it. But what would pile one's person say to pile one if they could? What does pile one's person love about pile one? Okay. Our connection triggers me. So I feel like it's triggering in a good way. It creates that heart healing. Like they're like, wow, like I feel like they didn't realize, I feel like you've helped them heal a lot too. And they want to help you heal. I feel like maybe you've helped them heal more than they've helped you heal. And that's not because that's been like a conscious thing. It's a lot more unconscious, but I feel like, you know, being a starseed, you always have a special mission on Earth, and you know, you're a very special person capable of giving a lot, and you really changed the way they view the world, and they just want to give that back to you in any way that they can. I have so many regrets. So for some of you, your person could be regretting some things that they may have done in the past. Maybe they wish they could show you some of this. I forgot the rest of what I was saying. Maybe they could show you some of their regrets. Oh my gosh, I got really scared for a second. I thought that said regrets, and I was like, did I write that wrong? But I didn't. Okay. Just have bad handwriting. Okay. Let's see. I still love you. I feel so much joy when you're around. I love that this one popped out, because this to me, like, that's that lighting up card. And that Page of Wands, I feel like this coming out on top is like not a coincidence. You know, I feel like you do just light up a room. You light up their room. Like, they're just like, oh, they're here. Like, I'm so excited. I didn't realize what we had until it was too late. I miss our friendship. So yeah, I feel like they really did enjoy your friendship, or they still do, you know. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. I love all like the silly little rhymes that people come up with. Okay. Our connection overwhelms me. Wow, yeah, okay, there's a lot of, yeah, this is a very powerful connection, and I feel like they recognize that. With the triggering and the overwhelming and the Four of Wands being a twin card, it's possible for a select few of you, this might be a twin situation. Okay. Still shuffling. My goodness, I'm getting so many that are popping out. Okay, I'm taking these three. We also have, I miss the good times we shared. I don't know who I am anymore. And you've changed me. I definitely feel like you've changed this person. I think that their perspective and the way that they view the world is literally so different from when they first met you to their life now, whether you guys are together or not. But let's go ahead and look at charms and see if we can get anything from that as well. Let's see what else they love about you. So this is how one person love about pile one. Okay. I want to take this one because it was laying on here. So I'm going to start with this one, and this little bottle to me represents bottling up your emotions. And so what I was saying before is that I definitely feel like this person recognized how much you don't say and how much you do bottle your emotions, and so I feel like they feel really honored that you show that part of yourself to them, that emotionally vulnerable side. But we also, too, have the heart with a Band-Aid on it. And I feel like that shows the healing nature of this connection. And, you know, while it is overwhelming, I feel like it has had some really integral healing for you both. And I feel like you've been a very healing presence for them, and they're very grateful for you. We have the World Charm. And honestly, in this case, especially with all this starseed stuff, say that 5 times, 5 times 3 fast. Say that fast 5 times. Good Lord, I had a long day at work, guys. Sorry. I feel like they see you as just like out of this world, like something not of this world, and so special. Like, I feel like they love how unique you are, and they would go to the ends of the earth for you, like truly. Like they just see you as like so special. We also have a little dog here, the little white dog. So I feel like one, they just in general find you very cute, but they also appreciate your loyalty and the loyalty you just have in general towards people. I feel like you're not a very shady type person, and while you might initially have your guard up, once somebody proves to you that they're worthy of trusting, then you can be a really great friend and a really loyal friend, and I feel like they love that about you. Definitely some ride or die energy here. We also have a little key with the heart, and so I feel like this kind of represents like how special they feel, that maybe they've gotten to see your emotions, like you've unlocked that emotional part of yourself for them. And it can be hard being a very emotional person and being sensitive. You know, we don't really want to open that part of ourselves up because it can just be like so draining to even talk about it, and overwhelming to talk about our feelings and emotions, especially when we feel so much. So I feel like your person does feel really honored that you like are always open with them. And then we have the little owl here, and so I feel like you've helped this person see life from a higher perspective. You've helped them gain a lot of wisdom, and I feel like they see you as someone very wise and also just very intelligent. I feel like you light them up in a way like no one else. And it's so funny that I saw this 8 and then the Leo, because I was going to say that, which we do with the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We also have a little bit of water, but mostly fire, like lots of fire. So I would not be surprised if fire signs are here. But yeah, we have that 8 and Leo. We also have Cancer, imaginative, and that 4 of Cups could definitely represent Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. I feel like they see you as someone who maybe has good luck, which I think is interesting because this Page of Wands, there's shamrocks on it too. Maybe you have like Irish heritage, or you just have a lot of luck and they feel lucky to be a part of your life. Whether they're in it right now currently or not, they feel lucky to just know you and to know that they've experienced you and had a part in your life. We also have a little frog here, and so I do feel like this is speaking once again to how maybe you see yourself. And so I feel like your person really wishes that you realize, oh my goodness, your person might be tongue-tied when it comes to you. That's all I'm gonna say. But they might really wish that you saw yourself accurately. I feel like you see yourself as a frog, and they want you to see yourself as the king or queen that you are. That Leo energy, they see you as like royalty. I feel like they love to, you know, your independence, your intuition, how spot on you are sometimes about things, and you're very perceptive, and you like notice things that they would not even guess. Like they're just like, you'll say something and they'll be like, wow, like I didn't even notice that. But I also think your ability to move on from difficult situations and kind of just be like, all right, like as this charm says, you know, it is what it is. And this little scale charm, Pisces energy represented here, it's kind of like that going through the flow of life, like going through the motions. And even when difficult challenges come your way, you know, like you accept it for what it is. Like you don't hold a grudge against the universe or like wonder like, why is this happening to me? Oh, pity me. You know, like you're not a person, you don't throw a pity party for yourself. And I feel like your person really admires that about you. We also have the number 4. So we have 8 and 4. We also have a 7 that was broken into being a 1. So take that one however you want. We also have the domino that is a 6. So we have 7, 4, 8, 6, 1, 4, 8, 6, whichever one you want, or both. We have a little foot here, and so I feel like they feel special, once again, like I was saying earlier, to just be a part of your journey, to be a part of your life and watch you grow. And I feel like, you know, we also have this little turtle charm, which is life is not a race. Also makes me think of Virgo energy. They love that your approach to life is like, you know, just taking it one step at a time, like allowing things to unfold naturally. It's like kind of like you don't ever want to force things. But I do feel like you have an intuitive spiritual connection, especially being a starseed, if you are one, or resonate with that. You just like have a lot of faith in the universe, and like when you get setbacks, like I feel like you maybe had a lot of trouble growing up and maybe felt a lot of anger towards the world, and you're still maybe kind of healing from that, and they recognize that. They recognize that you're still healing, and they like that part of you. That's, they know you're not perfect, and that's what they love about you. Like they love you. They don't love what you're becoming, if that makes sense. We have an H, a Y, a V, and a T. So I'm kind of thinking of like Vermont, Tennessee, Nevada. Yvonne, the name Yvonne. Have you guys ever seen that Mad TV video? Oh, Yvonne, that's a French ass name. That, can I have your number? Oh my gosh, they might want your number. Maybe if they haven't talked in a while, they're like, oh, can I have your number? Like they want your number. But yeah, I'll go ahead and zoom in on the charms. I'm definitely a little like spaced out, so maybe your person like daydreams about you a lot, or their thoughts about you are very scattered, because I did kind of feel like that during this reading. But I think that is where I'm going to leave this for you guys, pile one. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely let me know down in the comments how it resonated. I would love to hear, and of course don't forget to like and subscribe so I can keep making more videos like this. I try to upload 3 to 5 times a week, just depending on how crazy my schedule is. And I also did want to mention that I am opening my booking soon, so be on the lookout for that. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to read your cards and charms. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. Definitely let me know. Oh, I already said that. Oh my goodness, I'm just like on repeat right now. Yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day or night, whatever it is. I apologize for my scatterbrainedness, and I hope it is not enough of a transgression to keep you guys from coming back. So hopefully I will see you guys again soon. Bye. Hey there, pile 2. If you guys chose the Clear Quartz Heart and the Everyday Witch Tarot, this is your reading, and this is what your person loves about you. So I've already got your oracles shuffled. We're going to go ahead and shuffle your tarot on camera. We've already got this bad boy popping out, and I think he was eager to come out because these came out so fast. So I do feel like your person loves how eager you are. Like maybe this person is eager to show you how much they care about you, but we're going to keep going. So what does pile 2's person love about pile 2? Could just be an eagerness or an excitement in this connection in general. Let's see what else we got here. We've got the 8 of Swords. Pile 2's person love pile 2. Pile 2's. Okay. All right. I'm going to see what's on the back of the deck as well, but we have the Emperor, the 9 of Cups, the Lovers, and on the back of the deck we've got the Queen of Cups. Okay, wow. So a lot. Yeah, this person thinks you're really dope. They love a lot about you, actually. And I'll say right off the board, we've definitely got some Aries energy. We've definitely got some Gemini energy, lots of water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and a little bit of earth and air. Let's go ahead and look at your oracles. So we have Quest. We have Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. We also have Dance with Life, do something to change your energy. We have Poet, expresses soul insights in symbolic language. And we have Earth and Fire Dragon, works with you to clear the 5th dimensional ley lines. It's time for service. When you give, you receive. Okay, well, I'll say right off the bat, one thing that your person really loves about you is the kind of equal connection that you guys have. This person really feels like your counterpart. They feel like you're equal, and they see you as someone that they really are just lucky to be with. With this Nine of Cups and the Lovers here, I feel like your connection is kind of a wish come true for them. They feel so powerful having you by their side. I feel like they feel a lot more in control and they feel safer. And I feel like they love that you show up for them. They love how nurturing and intuitive you are. And there's definitely a heavy emphasis on like your path together, or how your paths have changed since you've met one another. I feel like with this Knight of Pentacles, your person loves how consistent you are. They love that they know what they can expect from you. You're not going to just flip a switch and change who you are. You're reliable, you're responsible, you're dependable. And I feel like they trust you a lot. And they know that it's maybe taking you some time to open up to them, especially with that Emperor there as well. But they feel so lucky that they've gotten to really get to know you and get to know who you are. This person really sees you as their one, their wish come true. I mean, the Nine of Cups here, like, you're everything this person asked for, all that in a bag of chips. And I feel like you've helped this person a lot break free from themselves a little bit. And I feel like they have the desire to do the same for you. I feel like you both have bouts of anxiety where you help one another realize that it's more so in your head and you can get out of it and you can conquer it. You're not trapped by this anxiety. You can take that blindfold off. You can untie yourself. You can get out. And I feel like overall, this connection is just very loving. They love how loving you are towards them. I feel like you're very good at communicating in a loving way. This connection has definitely been very healing. It feels like you guys just kind of found each other and then it was like, oh, yep, like that's who I wanna spend my time with. Like, it's almost like it was just natural. It just happened really naturally. And I feel like they love how natural it was to really get to know you and understand who you are. It's possible you both are very upfront when it comes to communication. A lot of Gemini energy here. So, you know, Gemini is all about communication and an intellectual connection and really getting to know someone. And so I feel like this person really admires your way with words, especially with poet here. You could be a writer or a poet or something like that, and they really admire that about you. I feel like they think that you're really talented, really gifted. And I feel like the way that you guys talk to each other is really special and it strengthens your bond. Like maybe you guys like talk all the time, or you write like little letters to one another, or maybe if you don't get to talk often, you'll like throughout the day or something, you'll like send each other really sweet messages just letting you know how you feel about the other person, and they really appreciate that. I do see this connection is very healing, and it's almost like with this quest card, it seems like you both were meant to find each other a little bit. And I feel like this person opened up pathways for you. Like, I feel like they opened you up to the idea of what your life could be. I feel like maybe you had maybe a narrow idea of what your life was going to be, and you learned that that wasn't the only option after meeting this person. Overall, I feel like you guys are really in sync. With this Queen of Cups here on the back of the deck, it's possible that your connection is just very intuitive. Like you almost know like what to say. You'll say something and then they'll be like, oh my God, I was gonna say that. Or like, you'll do something for them and it was like on their mind already. It just kind of seems like you guys can read each other very well, and know what's in their head maybe before they even say it, and like that's how good your communication is. I feel like that's a big thing here. They really appreciate how open and communicative you are with them, and they know that if you're not, something's going on, and they know that you both can work together to work through it. And I feel like what's so beautiful is that you both acknowledge that this isn't just a stop on the journey of life. Like, you both see it as a quest together. Like, you both want to go after everything together. Like, you see yourselves as counterparts. And I feel like, you know, with the lovers here, like, they just feel so special to be on this journey with you. And I feel like you both feel that way. And I feel like you both really try to show each other how much the other means to one another. But I feel like you guys will never show each other the true depth, which is like kind of beautiful in a way, and it like kind of makes me want to cry, because I do just feel like this is a deep and very, very beautiful connection, whether it's new or it's old. Like, it's just one of those connections where you just feel lucky to have met the person, and they know that you're dedicated to them, they're dedicated to you. You've completely changed their energy. I feel like you've helped them let go of a lot, release a lot of past experiences or people that might have been messing with their energy. And they really appreciate the equal give and take here. I feel like they're really balanced and they're really satisfied. With the crab here, I'm really thinking of Cancer energy. But, you know, we've got a lot of water here: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And I do feel like this is a very emotionally open connection, and that's something that they really appreciate you for. And they really like that they can be open and upfront with you about how they're feeling, but also, you know, communicate that to you. Like, and yeah, I feel like they just like the way that the communication is so open and so loving and nurturing. And like, even if there's an issue or something, like, y'all can just sit down and just talk about it, and not come from an accusatory place or anything like that. It's literally just like, I love you, I want this to work, here's something that I'm dealing with, or like, here's something that I feel like we should be working on. I feel like the dialogue is very open, and your way of reacting to one another is very different than maybe in past relationships, but you really appreciate that about each other. And it's almost like this is what you wanted. Like, you don't want a relationship, neither of you want a relationship with drama or chaos or toxicity. Like, I feel like you both just want to feel secure in one another and know that you have each other's backs. And what I think is kind of beautiful, and I just noticed that this Queen of Cups and this Knight of Pentacles like are both facing inward, and it's like you both have these qualities as kind of shown with the lovers, and you know what to give and what to take. Like, it's an equal balance of give and receive. And it really makes me think of the Temperance card, because it's almost like, you know, balance doesn't have to be 50-50. You know, if you need 60% of this and they need 40% of that, like, that can still be balanced. And I feel like it's just kind of like you guys know how to tweak your energies together to kind of just give each other what you both need. And I feel like you guys are kind of on the same page in a lot of ways, and it just feels really good. It feels really comfortable. It feels really solid, and your person really appreciates that. They really do just love you for who you are. They love this connection, and they love the love that you guys share, essentially. So let's go ahead and look at your channeled messages and see what they have to say. So what would pile 2 say? Pile 2's person say pile 2. So for starters, we have there's things I'm not ready to tell you, which is hilarious because I'm talking about open communication. So maybe for some of you, your person has something on their mind that they want to tell you, or they're like waiting on that. I don't know. Take it how it resonates, as I always say. And I am so proud of you. So yeah, I do feel like this person is really proud of how far you've come, especially if they've kind of seen your progress, or even just like seeing the person that you are. I feel like they really admire you. They really just love who you are. And, you know, maybe they have some insecurities that they're not ready to talk about, or maybe things from their past that they might deal with that you're not aware of, that they're just maybe just holding on to, and they know that they'll tell you eventually, but they're just like, you know, kind of dealing with it right now because they don't want to put that on you. I feel like they're very happy with this and they don't want to just like dump it all on you. We also have, I never expected to feel this way. Yeah, I feel like you kind of took this person off guard. I feel like maybe you both did. Like you weren't really looking for anything and it just kind of like plopped in your lap and you're like, oh, okay. Like, all right. And we also have, I'm afraid of being codependent. So maybe that's what they're afraid of talking to you about. But yeah, I feel like there's maybe this energy of, wow, we're so into each other, but at the same time, we don't want to get lost in each other. We also have on the back of the deck, your soul is so beautiful. So I think, you know, that makes a lot of sense. I feel like they do see you very authentically and just very, like, I feel like when they just look at you, they're just like, yes. Like, I don't really know how else to like explain it. Like, they're just like, yeah, like that. I want that. Like, they love you for who you are, not what you look like or what you have. Like, they love you for the essence of who you are, and like that. And I think that is just, you know, the most beautiful thing ever, and awesome. So let's go ahead and look at your charms and see what shows up there. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what would pile 2's person say? Pile 2. Okay. So we also have the Bottle Up Emotions charm, which came out in the first reading, but this can often talk about, you know, why did I just lose my train of thought when this is like one of my easiest charms? I feel like they love that they don't have to bottle up their emotions with you. They don't have to pretend like everything's fine. They can be open with you and they can let go of that. And maybe in the past they were like that, where they did just bottle everything up and they acted like they were fine and whatever, but they weren't fine. And so then they would just at times just like go crazy or explode, not on anyone, but just like alone, because they didn't know how to handle it. But what's really cool is that we have the green butterfly here, you know, which I feel like is a lot about emotional transformation. I feel like this connection has been very healing, and very just like special and unique, and I feel like you both are a lot more comfortable with like accessing that emotional side of yourselves, and like being open and authentic about that. We also have the little fishtail, which to me represents Pisces energy. We also have the little happy charm. So I feel like in general, you know, this person just does feel like very happy when they're around you. They always want to make you happy. We also have the little pineapple charm, which to me always makes me think of like friendship. And so I feel like you guys have a solid friendship on top of a romantic connection. And so I feel like, you know, they just appreciate that your connection isn't just one-dimensional. Like, there's so many facets to it, and it's so complex and rich and stuff. We also have the little shoe, and so I feel like for some of you, this person could just really like your style. They could really like how you style themselves or like your aesthetic. But also I feel like they just think that you are the perfect fit for them. You fit them in a way that nobody else does, and they really just like love that about you. Like, that's part of what makes you so special. And with this key here, I do feel like you've unlocked a part of them that maybe they didn't know exists, and they really just love like the little intricacies of this connection, and like how much like it's almost like it's still continually like unfolding, and they're still learning more about themselves. No matter how long this has like been a connection, it's like they're constantly learning more, they're constantly opening up more and being challenged, and like challenged in a good way. And yeah, I feel like you just have the key to their heart, essentially. We also have the little pocket watch, which also makes me think of divine timing. And so it's possible that You know, maybe you guys met by chance or just like had like a really crazy meeting, or maybe if you are in separation with this person or something like that, which I feel like for a lot of you you're not, but and on the slight chance that you are, this could be talking about having faith in the universe. We also have the shooting star here, so I feel like your person dreams about you a lot. They have a lot of goals and aspirations to achieve with you. They see you as someone very, very special in their life, and I feel like they would just do anything to make you happy. We also have, oh, dropped it. We have smile. It's the same in all languages, and so I feel like your person, you know, just wants to always make you happy and wants you to be happy. And I feel like they love like the positivity in this connection. Like they love how happy you guys make each other. I mean, it really is like a wish come true, you know, this connection. So I do feel like they just love that. We also have a little coffee chart. So coffee could be special in this connection. It could be something that connects you guys. But what's really interesting is that we have a lot of clear quartz, which is cool because you guys chose the clear quartz heart. So clear quartz could be special in general. And as a lot of you know, this is a broken piece of a clear quartz tower. So I do feel like this connection isn't in a tower moment or isn't going to experience a tower moment, but I do feel like this connection was responsible for fundamental change and kind of clearing out the path for something new or something really special, or helping you understand where you're going next, what's going on, and things of that nature. And then we also have this little green shark. And when I found this little guy, I was like, how am I going to interpret this? And in this case, because he is green, which like, of course I had to put him in my charm box. Y'all know how I feel about sharks. I feel like you've learned not to be, or you've taught this person not to be afraid of their emotions as much. And I feel like that's one thing that, like, you know, people are always really afraid of sharks. And, you know, they see that little fin coming up and they're like, oh, like, I don't want to get eaten, you know. Jaws is propaganda. I will say it. It's not fair. They deserve justice. The media totally sensationalizes how dangerous they are, but that's beyond the point. I feel like, you know, there's that whole idea of like, oh, sharks are more afraid of you than you are of them. Like, yeah, they have giant vicious jaws that can rip you to shreds, and love is kind of scary and can rip you to shreds as well, but I feel like you've been learning to face your emotions and realizing that you can just keep going, and you can face those depths. Like, you know, sharks can reach like really deep depths in the ocean if they want to, even though they typically do stay on the surface. When they're out in open ocean, they do like sometimes go really deep. And not like you need that information, but I really think like you guys are still learning the depths of your emotions when it comes to this connection, and you both just feel really special. You both have just really special feelings about it, and I feel like you're learning not to be afraid of your emotions. I feel like you're like, oh yeah, like I can smile. Like, oh my God, I dropped him. Oh my God, I hope I didn't kill him. Okay, he's fine. All right, he's fine. Crisis averted. You know, he's just like smiling. He's just like, hi, like here I am. Like, I'm not that scary. Like, you can feel things. It's okay. And yeah, I guess that's my interpretation for the shark charm. Yeah. Okay, that's where I'm leaving this reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I really hope that it resonated. Definitely let me know down in the comments if it did. Thank you so much for watching this the whole way through. Definitely leave a like and subscribe. I try to upload 3 to 5 times a week, so be sure to be on the lookout for new readings from me. And I also did want to say that my bookings for personal readings are going to be open soon, so be on the lookout for that. Thank you guys so much for letting me read your cards and charms and being patient with the fact that I can't hold things. I hope you guys have a wonderful day or night, whatever it is, and I hope you'll come back and see me again soon. Bye. Hi there, pile 3. If you guys chose the Lapis Lazuli Heart and the Way of the Panda Tarot, this is your reading and this is what your person loves about you. So I already have your oracle shuffled, but we're going to go ahead and shuffle your tarot cards on camera. So we are asking what pile 3's person loves about pile 3. Okay, yeah, I shuffled the deck upside down. Big shock. Okay. 6 of Swords. Ace of Wands. What's pile 3's person love about pile 3? 4 of Wands. What's pile 3's person? The Hermit. I love how too I was like, you should check and make sure the deck isn't upside down. And I was like, no, shut up, you're fine. And on the back of the deck, we have the 5 of Wands. Okay, let's go ahead and look at your oracles. We have Despondence. We have Omega Dragon. Harness the divine feminine power of creation. Intention, hold your vision, birth the higher consciousness. Ooh, I just have to say right away, I really like how similar this card, actually both of these two cards are, to this Hermit card and this Ace of Wands. The ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. And Mediator, gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life. Respect for both sides of an argument. Okay, definitely some Libra energy. Virgo as well with the Hermit, and we still are in Virgo season. So happy birthday to all my Virgos who have already had a birthday, and happy birthday to my Virgos who are going to have a birthday. But let's go ahead and start. So I think one of the things, just starting off with the 6 of Swords, is that I feel like your person's life has been very chaotic. And I don't think that's necessarily because of a romantic relationship. I just feel like their life is a little bit naturally chaotic. Excuse me. I feel like, you know, they just kind of thrive on a little bit of natural chaos. And I feel like it was kind of starting to burn them out a little bit. Like the chaos might have been starting to get out of control. And I feel like either when they met you or when you guys started becoming romantically involved, you kind of helped this person move to a much calmer chapter of their lives. It's possible too that maybe you've helped them take more action in their lives. With the Despondence card and the 5 of Wands, you know, maybe they've always had that the energy to get things done, but it's kind of like maybe their brain was very jumbled, or they didn't know where to focus their energy. And what's kind of interesting that I'm noticing too is because we have the 5 of Wands, 4 of Wands, and Ace of Wands. The 5 of Wands on the back deck. The 5 of Wands is the back of the deck energy. Sorry if I'm talking too quickly. And it's almost like you took one of their wands. You took one of their wands, and it's like it created this stability. And so I feel like all of their passion for you is like that one. Like this Ace of Wands is like this new beginning, this spark. Even if you've been with this person for a while, it's like that the potential of that new beginning is really special to them. Or like there's just been a revitalization of passion, or they just feel like passionate about you in general. There could be a lot of physical energy here. You guys might be really physically attracted to each other. But I feel like your presence has not only made this person calmer, but it's helped make their life much more stable. And what's kind of interesting is that if you see in this 5 of Wands, you know, all the pandas are like toppled on top of each other. But here in the 4 of Wands, they all kind of have their little place. And it's kind of like you've helped this person organize their brain a little better, and they really appreciate that. And maybe not even their brain, but their activities in life. I feel like you've just brought a lot of clarity to the situation and added your own spin to it. And I feel like you've helped them see parts of themselves that maybe they didn't know they were there. I feel like they fantasize about you a lot. I feel like you are just their little light, and maybe when they see the moon or things like that. I feel like when they're retreating from the world, they get lost in their thoughts about you. And I feel like they love how balanced and stable you make them feel. I feel like you also just make them feel like $1,000,000. I feel like they see you as like this just super cool person, like, you know, with your little sunglasses and your dope ass wand, and you're just like, here I am, and they're just like, holy shit, you can have my 5th wand, you're like the coolest person I've ever met. Like, I feel like they just think you're so cool. Like, you just, like, look at that, you tell me, oh my god, is this not the most suave Ace of Wands you've ever seen? Like, I just love the energy this exudes, and I feel like you've kind of taught this person how to chill out a little bit. You've shown them that they don't have to, like, live their life in chaos all the time. It is okay to retreat. It is okay to take some of your space back. It's okay to, like, reflect on things. You don't have to act like right now. You don't have to make a decision or do something or... Yeah, okay, this Despondence card makes a lot of sense because it's almost like before your person met you, or before you guys got really romantically involved, this person had a hard time holding back their actions. Like, they could have been very impulsive or very fiery, and so when, you know, when the fire gets going, they're like, oh man, like, I'm gonna react. Like, they were very reactive towards things, and I feel like you've kind of shown them the beauty in, instead of reacting immediately, going within and assessing how you truly feel about it and emerging when you feel comfortable to act on it. With the Omega Dragon and that harness the divine feminine power of creation, I feel like you kind of helped nurture their feminine side more, whether you are a man or a woman. It really doesn't matter, or, you know, non-binary. It doesn't matter your gender. I just feel like you've helped their feminine energy, essentially, and help them be more in tune with their emotions and kind of just chill out a little bit. You're teaching them to be cool like you know, and you might be watching this and being like, I am not cool, and this person thinks you're really cool, so it doesn't matter. And the definition of cool can be completely different. You can look at ice and you can be like, oh, that's really cool. You can look at a pair of fuzzy Crocs and be like, oh shit, those are really cool. You get the point. You can think anything is cool. Your definition of cool can be different. And I feel like they see your connection as something that was meant to happen, something that was meant to be, and it's kind of, they're starting to understand it slowly as it unfolds. And what's kind of beautiful is it's unfolding in a way that's very natural, very it's just like even if you find that this connection is moving quickly, it's just like, yeah, it is. Like, I don't even, like, it doesn't even faze them, essentially. Like, I feel like this connection is just so effortless and harmonious, and you guys kind of see as you go further along, like, oh wow, like, I didn't know that was gonna happen, or it's crazy, like, if I hadn't met, you know, my person, like, this wouldn't have happened, or that wouldn't have happened. And it's kind of like you guys are just seeing how there's more of a divine plan than you may realize, and how connections can be very, very important. It's possible this person really wants to marry you. You know, the Four of Wands can be a marriage card. And I feel like they just want to kind of keep you to themselves and, like, hide away from the world a little bit. I feel like they just love their alone time with you. I feel like they do still have a little bit of that, like, aggressive energy, and they just, like, want to, like, playfully fight with you and stuff. I feel like they love that you're playful as well, and, like, you can hang. Like, you don't take yourself too seriously, but also you can be serious when you need to, and you have a really rich emotional depth to you that is really opening their eyes to things that maybe they weren't initially feeling, or they're learning that, like, I feel like your connection is very special to them because they did not realize that they could connect with you, or with anyone really, on such a deep and profound level. I do feel like the level of connection here is really profound, and I feel like it's still unfolding, if you will, that ever unfolding rose. It's still being shown to you. Like, there's still a lot to go here, no matter whether you've been in this connection for 2 weeks or 20 years. Like, you're just gonna slowly understand more and more, and it's like always gonna be crazy. I feel like this person like thanks the universe all the time. They're like, thank you, like, for bringing this person in my life. Like, they're so amazing, and I don't know what I would do without them. You know, I feel like they see their path easier. They're able to see possibilities that they didn't even dream of before. Like, you're just like opening their mind in such a way that they never expected. And I feel like they just feel so blessed to be a part of your journey and be a part of all that you are. I feel like that one thing that they really love about you too is that I feel like they like your introverted nature, or your just desire to reflect, your self-reflection. You could be very good at like objective self-reflection, which is kind of shown here in this mediator card as well. I feel like you're a very fair person. You always try to be fair towards others. You know, you want people to treat you the same way you would treat them. And I feel like, you know, one of the things that helps this relationship work, or this connection work, is that you are always willing to look at things from their perspective. You're not reactive like they are, which they've been learning a lot, like how not to be reactive. But I feel like you're kind of the one teaching them that. And I feel like you're good at having disagreements. And like, I don't mean like, oh, you get in disagreements with people all the time. It's like, you know that if there is a disagreement, you know exactly how to handle it in a way that's mature and responsible, and not trauma seeking. Like, I feel like they love that you're not trauma seeking. Like, you just want people to get along. Like, you just want smooth sailing. And I feel like they want that too. And yeah, I think they just love who you are. And it's possible there's a lot of mirroring energy here, because I find myself like literally getting confused, which part of this, to be fair, could be my lack of sleep and the fact that I work 9 hours. But I'm like having trouble like discerning you and them. It's kind of like you're very similar, and you both are teaching each other different things, and like the scales are just balancing. I feel like overall there's a lot of respect here between the both of you. You both see a solid long-term future with each other, and I feel like there's a potential for a lot of happiness. I feel like your person just loves who you are, and loves being on this journey with you, and loves how much you've already helped them, and wants to help you in the same way. And they think you're like the raddest, baddest panda on the block. Like, they can't get enough of you. Let's go ahead and look at your channel messages and see what they might say to you if they could. The messages might resonate just based on, you know, for people specifically in separation, or people specifically in union. You know, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Y'all know the drill. Just clarifying. So what does pile 3's person love about pile 3? What would they tell them that they love about pile 3? Okay. I want you to be mine. So yeah, if you're not with this person yet, I do feel like they want you to be yours forever. I bury myself in my work. And, you know, I feel like maybe they wish they could dedicate more time to you, but we also have I would do anything for you. So I do feel like they just like love who you are, and they would just do absolutely anything for you. What would pile 3's person say to pile 3 in terms of what they love about? We also have, I love our friendship. I hope our paths cross again someday. And on the back of the deck, you're too good for me. So I definitely feel like they just see you as someone amazing. So for some of you, you could be in separation with this person, but maybe for some of you, this is just like, maybe you guys live in different places, or maybe you guys are separated because of COVID or like something like that. Really just depends. But yeah, I feel like this person definitely has some strong feelings for you, and I feel like they just adore you. Like in general, I feel like they adore who you are, and if you're not theirs, they really want you to be. Okay, so what does pile 3's person love about pile 3? Okay, I didn't mean to grab all those, but I guess they're coming. Okay. So we have the little elephant charm that fell off my car keys, and it says be happy. And so I feel like, you know, this is just a testament to how happy you make this person. But I also feel like, you know, we have 2 elephants here actually. So I feel like you both have a desire to maybe overcome any obstacles that are in your way. And I feel like you both will get there. I think you see each other as counterparts, and even though you might be different in appearance, your general essence is the same. We also have the octopus, which the octopus can talk about like really intense intelligence. Like your person could see you as someone very, very smart, and which we did have a lot of air sign energy on top of fire, which, I mean, we've had fire in a lot of fire in all the piles: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, strong Virgo with the Hermit, but a little bit of air as well with that 6 of Swords. But I do feel like, you know, your person loves your ability to multitask, but also just thinks that you're so smart and witty, and like I feel like they just love that about you. We also have the little monkey, so I feel like they love how playful you are, how fun you are. They just want to goof around with you all the time, and I feel like you are the center of their attention. Like with this circus tent, I always think of the Britney Spears song Circus, and like I feel like they want to put all their focus on you. And I feel like maybe you guys have a little bit of a hectic or crazy life, but like they wouldn't want it any other way. Like I feel like they just love the life that you guys have, or the life that they picture you guys having, whatever the case really may be. We also have the moon, which could be Cancer or Pisces energy. And to me, this can kind of represent a lot of different things. 1, the depth of emotion being felt here. 2, the fact that there are still things that need to unfold in this situation, that the future is still not being completely shown for whatever reasons. And it could represent, you know, maybe your person has fears that they won't be good enough for you, or that they won't live up to your expectations. But I still feel like that they know that they sure as hell want to try. We also have the little kitty cat, and this could definitely represent, you know, an intuitive connection. This person could really love your independence. They could admire how it's not easy to win your affections, but it's definitely worth it once they do. We also have the door here, so it's possible that maybe you've opened new doors to this person that didn't know existed, and really helped them see some opportunities that they didn't even realize were there. We also have the little music charm, so it's possible that music could be special in your connection. One or both of you could be clairaudient, or you could hear messages in music, or, you know, music could just be special to the both of you. We also, what's this little guy? Oh, this is a number 3. And this is a number 8. So, you know, March or August could be significant. 83 or 38 could be significant as well. We have a little squirrel. And so I feel like they love how hardworking you are. They also probably see you as like really cute, and or maybe you feel the same way, but I feel like they love like your drive and how hard you work, and I feel like they really respect you for that, and like kind of like your busy nature. And with the life is not a race and the turtle, like that's definitely more Virgo energy, and I feel like they love how you just kind of like, you're pretty just like go with the flow. Like I feel like they love that you know, you're not holding yourself to some kind of timeline or anything like that. Like, you're just living your life. And, you know, I feel like you know that success will come when success will come, and you're not stressing about the details, like, at all. Like, you're just like, yep, you know, my time will come, my success will come, but I'm not gonna, like, stress about it and hold myself to some timeline. So I really think they appreciate that. And, you know, slow and steady does win the race, according to the tortoise and the hare. We also have this little pink bead, which makes me think of rose quartz, and there's another little pink bead here too. And I think, to me, you know, this just represents, like, you know, love, romantic feelings, and just a sense of love that's shared between you that I feel like your person really loves. And we also have the little pineapple charm. So I do feel like your person really admires the fact that you guys have a friendship on top of the fact that you guys have a romantic connection. I feel like they just feel really welcome with you. They feel at home. They feel really safe. And for some of you, they could even enjoy watching SpongeBob with you. We also have the little crown charm here, which does make me think of Leo, also with that 8 charm. But I also feel like this person just sees you as royalty. They want to treat you like royalty, and they just want to show you how special you are. We've got a little bit of letters here. I don't know why this little piece of paper is in here. Oh, I didn't even get it off. Anyway, we have a Q, we have an S, we have a V, and a W. Or an M, if you want to see it that way. I'll go ahead and zoom in on the charms for you guys. But that is where I think I'm going to leave this reading, pile of 3. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely let me know down in the comments if it resonated. I would love to hear how. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I try to upload 3 to 5 times a week, depending on how busy I am. But I did want to mention that I am opening my personal reading soon, so be on the lookout for that. Thank you guys so much for giving me the opportunity to read your cards and charms. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day or night, whatever it is when you're watching, and I hope you'll come back and visit me again soon. Bye!